After the long, unruly saga, the verdict is in and it is guilty.
He began the day one of the Bay Area's highest-ranking politicians. Now, State Senator Leland Yee is in federal custody.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
The best way I can help now is if I step aside.
Well, I'm not a crook.
I've apologized to my wife, Uma.
Who doesn't remember a politician getting up behind a podium, often with their family in tow, in order to express how deeply sorry they are for doing something that was obviously bad or corrupt? Or at the very least, they're very sorry for getting caught. We become so used to political scandals of one variety or another that Pew Research has determined that 67% of Americans believe that most politicians are corrupt, and quite frankly, I'm shocked the number isn't higher. Politicians routinely use their access and power to grant special favors, enrich themselves, or just flippantly dole out other people's money for their own electoral benefit. It's considered so common that it's actually a feature rather than a bug of politics. But does it really have to be this way? Is it really too much to ask that elected so-called public servants faithfully serve their constituents and abide by their oath of office?
I do.
After all, it's not like every person who gets elected enters office as a corrupt politician. But just like we've discussed in previous videos, good intentions don't trump perverse incentives. And unfortunately, politics is full of perverse incentives that help ensure the worst people get on top. And there's really two reasons why. The first is the trappings of power. When an elected official is in session, there's always lobbyists, staff, and a host of other people all coming to see you, influence you, laugh at your jokes, and make you feel pretty despite the fact that you're probably not. It can be very flattering. And there is no shortage of people that are happy to remind you of how much they supported your campaign and kind of expect favors in return. I mean, after all, if you can't deliver on all those campaign promises, you can't get reelected. Now, there are many suggestions to thwart corruption and dishonesty in politics. Term limits, citizen legislatures, ethics codes. But all of these, while good, are measures that simply try and fix the symptoms of a larger problem. And that problem is the lust for power. If your expectation is that the government should provide a whole host of goods and services free of charge, then you're going to end up with representatives who will say whatever you want to hear. They will promise you things that are either impossible to provide or at the very least are going to require a great deal of shady undertakings in order to make possible. In fact, as Thomas Sowell once said, the fact that so many successful politicians are such shameless liars is not only a reflection on them, it's also a reflection on us. When the people want the impossible, only liars can satisfy. So ultimately, one of the reasons we distrust politicians is because of those trappings of power, and they can be very tempting. But the other is we all fall into the trap of electing people based not on their character, but because they've done the best job promising things that they either can't or shouldn't provide through government. So if we are serious about preventing corruption and restoring faith in our elected representatives, we have to recognize that the more power we give to politicians to control the economy and to interfere in decisions best left to individuals, the more likely we are to be represented by people that will misuse their power while convincing themselves that they're merely doing what they were elected to do. And there are some shocking examples of that in our video, The Road to Hell, which you can watch by clicking here. I'm Nick Freitas. Thank you for watching the Y Minutes. Remember to visit our channel and subscribe so you can watch our new videos that come out every Wednesday.